Hey everyone, it's Colin. Hope everybody's having an awesome day. For all those new people that have joined the channel, welcome aboard. I sure do appreciate you joining. You guys ever have somebody that you've just come across, whether at a gas station or a friend of a friend or somebody at work, and really the biggest thing that you have in common is that you both ride, and no matter what, it's like an instant bond, right? So I kind of fall into that last category, where I have a gentleman. His name's Tony, and he rides. And Tony's worked with me now for, I think, close to 3 years. So 3-4 years. But no matter what happened, and he's somebody that works for me. I don't know him outside of work. I know a little bit about him personally. I know his family, you know, like stuff like that. But we've never gone out outside of work. But no matter what happened, we'd always talk about motorcycles. He'd come in and say, "Hey boss, how you doing?" And I'm like, "Doing well." And we would just talk for like 5 minutes about rides. He rode a Suzuki Cruiser and he absolutely loved that bike. And he even busted my chops a lot. So like, you know, I'd come in and sometimes I'd get there before he does, and he'd ride in, and it's probably like 60 degrees out. He's like, "Why didn't you ride, man? Why didn't you ride?" And I'm just like, you know, I was in a hurry this morning. But that gentleman, no matter what, always had a reason to ride. And he's probably about 6-7 years older than me. So I'm 50, so I believe he was like 57. And we would just sit and chat. It was an awesome feeling that, you know, obviously you get to know people who you work with, but we had that extra bond. We had that bond where we could just talk about motorcycles. He'd come in and he'd say, "Hey, look, man, I put a new LED on, and come check it out outside." You know, he was always excited about his motorcycle. He was always excited about riding, and that was his passion. When he was on a bike, he just loved it, absolutely loved it. And I'm going to miss that. And the reason I'm going to miss it is because, you know, just last week, Tony passed away. We lost him. And everybody mourns differently, right? Everybody has a point, and how they mourn is completely up to them. You know, there's no right or wrong way. Some people are emotional, some people are supportive. I kind of fall into that supportive category, but I can be emotional as well. I mean, everybody's different. There's no right or wrong way. But I will tell you what, this one kind of hit me hard. And I haven't shared this with folks at work, but it hit me hard, I think, because of that bond we had. That bond, that knowing that a fellow rider, and he died in an accident, he died in his sleep. You know, he passed away at a very young age, and that sucked. And, you know, and I was happy, and I started thinking about it, and I started thinking about all the conversations we had about a Suzuki, and we'd laugh about, like, you know, "Hey, you got that big ass Harley in the parking lot, and I've got the Suzuki," and I'd look at him like, "Dude, yeah, my bike's a little bigger than yours, but it's two wheels. Two wheels are two wheels." And we kind of had that mantra. Where the hell am I going? Let's see, I'm gonna go right. That Mustang's tearing it up there. But we'd always just talk, and he had the same attitude. He had the same attitude, even though he'd have fun with me about, you know, the different aspects of what he didn't like and what he didn't like about my bike. We always had the same attitude, where two wheels are two wheels, and I'm blessed that I had that relationship with him. That's my way of kind of like mourning Tony. My way of looking back and all the good things that he did, and we enjoyed the conversations. You know, so today, this ride's for Tony. You know, I hope you're up there, Tony, looking down on me right now and watching over me, as in watching over your family there, bud. I'm sure gonna miss you. God bless you. You were a gentleman. You were a man. You were a great, great man. God bless you, man. All right, guys, now get out there and ride. I'm riding for Tony. Be well, and I'll talk to you guys soon.